So I'm here with
Matthew Kaufman.
Devin Fosu. Great to meet you. All right, the first question I'm going to ask you is, are you comfortable with the way you handle your money, or are there areas you feel like you need improvement in?
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of areas of improvement when it comes to handling my money. I feel like I need to get more into investing, figuring things out for retirement. There's a lot to learn, and I think that's why I don't. That's what's stopping me. Is it just like there's just so much out there and so many different ways to invest that that I'm unsure of it, and I need maybe like a class or like some kind of course, or maybe just to talk to some people who know more about it, give me some instructions so I can start set myself on the right path.
I feel like there's a lot of information out there, and it's hard to parse through.
Yeah, that's true. And it's a lot of different strategies. Like, you don't want to just throw your money at something.
Yeah.
Because it's not insured. Like, you could lose it all.
That's true.
And then the thing with the banks, like, I've been telling myself I got to get it out of the bank because with inflation, your money's losing value.
Yeah.
But, like, I don't really care enough. Like, I mean, I care, but I don't really care because I'm not doing anything with it.
Exactly. If they made it easier, it'd make it easier to be more invested.
Yeah. I don't know why banks don't have higher returns. Maybe it's because, like, people like me just don't know and don't care. So it's like, I mean, having money in the bank is secure.
Yeah, it is secure, and there's definitely an information gap there where people they just don't know any better, so they just think it's the only alternative. All right. Can you share some details about your current employment status and income sources?
Well, someone was laughing at me, but I'll regather myself. I wouldn't call myself unemployed because I haven't looked for work in a while, so I would consider myself a discouraged worker. But my employment I will be employed this summer. Not sure where, but I'm going to have to work because I'll be living in an apartment, and who knows what's going to happen if I don't have any income.
But as of right now, you're a full-time student.
Full-time student, taking courses as seriously as I can, getting involved in extracurriculars. Like, I'm part of the investments fund, which I guess the work I'm doing in there, I could like probably be paid for, but it's just like it's just not something that they have room to pay people for. And then I also play club basketball and take my health seriously. So like I'm working out 3 to 4 times a week. So that's kind of the stuff I've been doing. But as far as a job, no job right now.
Yeah, and as the full-time student, it's kind of harder to pay attention to that money because you have no income, and not the things that are going out are set, like things that you need. That stuff you're spending money on stuff like books, food, essentials almost. So it can be harder to sort of monitor yourself with money and be aware with money as a full-time student.
Yeah, that is true. There's a lot of things like just in life that you gotta buy, and if you like, I do track my financials, but it's kind of boring, and I gotta figure out a way to make it more entertaining. But if you don't track it, then it's very easy to lose track of what's going on.
For sure.
If you don't plan things out, it's like at least for me, it feels all over the place. Like, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I agree. I'm the same way.
Yeah.
How do you approach budgeting for your living expenses?
This will be like I don't really budget. Like, I have food as my biggest priority because health is my biggest priority. So I spend the most amount on food. I don't think I'll give out any specifics on how much I spend, but that's something that I'm gonna have to key in on now that I'm living with someone next semester. Joe Gilhooly. But I'm living in an apartment, and it'll be important for me to map out things like we're gonna have to pay for electricity, and we're also gonna have to pay for Wi-Fi. So there'll be and then also rent on top of that. So I'm gonna have to map that out, figure out, okay, I gotta pay this. This is something new, but like, so how much do I have left over for things like food, which is my biggest priority, and then I guess after that, what's left for like going out and having fun?
Yeah, leisure activities.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Do you have any short-term or long-term financial goals that you are currently working towards?
Long-term or short-term financial goals? I'm gonna say, I'm just gonna keep it short. No, this is a big thing for me. I gotta sit down and like actually make some short-term and long-term financial goals. Like I think long-term is like, I want to save X by retirement so I can
Live comfortably.
Yeah, and then like maybe short-term is like I want to get to this point so I can outright buy my first apartment or house, whatever. Like those are just some examples I can think of to give you at least some kind of an answer. But at least for me, no, and that's the biggest room for improvement there. Long-term and short-term goals. I don't have any, and I should get some.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the same way. All right. How does the sound of a financial planning app? How does that sound to you?
Yeah.
Would you be interested in that?
Yeah, I definitely would. I think there's a lot of information out there. Like, so if you wanted to build something, that would be a great idea.
Mm-hmm.
And we've said this a couple times. Like, there's just so much out there, and you don't know how to navigate that. So if there was an app that had the different ways to invest, and it just broke down, like for example, like how to invest in stocks, or how to invest in a bond, or how to invest in a retirement account, or how to set up a retirement account. Because like right now, I want to invest in a certain company or a certain index fund, but like I'm unsure of the best way to do that. If there was an app that broke that down for me, it'd save me a lot of time, because I feel like time is the biggest issue. And
Yeah.
like you said, with a full-time student, I got to focus on my classes, and there's other priorities.
Exactly.
So it's not the easiest thing to just sit down and learn about this, because I'm gonna have to sacrifice other things if I do that.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Well, thank you for your time. It's great having you here again.
Of course.
Appreciate you.